From Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio, baseball coming up on this Memorial Day. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Cincinnati Reds. John Shambi along with Chris Singleton, and a big-time win streak is on the line today, Chris.
No one's really sure how much a manager impacts wins and losses over the course of the season, but I'll say right now, this manager has been making all the right moves.
So just about set now, and starting in this one, Brandon Williamson. What do we have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he deals with right-handed hitters in this one. Righties are batting over 300 against him, so they're not being fooled by really anything. He's going to have to find a way to change up his delivery, change up his look, somehow get them off of his primary pitches and even those secondary pitches. So we'll see how he does it in this one.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. Let that pitch get pretty deep on him, so I think he was looking to go the other way. It was off speed and inside, though, so a good adjustment to shoot it back up the middle.
And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. One of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. Right through there for a strike. Donovan, 27 years old, and he's put together some good swings lately with 5 home runs in his last 10 games. Nobody out, runner at first. On the ground, could be 2. There's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Now a chance for Demetrius Lewis. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
2 outs, base is empty. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. A dive, he's got it. Throws from his knees. And that's a nice play to end the inning.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle, diving stop, completes the play, and that ends the inning.
And we're back. So here's the lefty, Jordan Montgomery. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man. Not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous. Some one whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters. And a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, T.J. Friedl. The pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And now the lefty.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Late cutting action to get the swing and miss right there. I mean, that's just really hard to account for as a hitter when you're seeing the fastball all the way, and then just at the last moment, it darts away from you and you can't reach it.
And now Spencer Steer.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. No hits over his last 5 games.
That one deep left field and forget it. He'll circle the bases. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they jump out front. It's 1-0.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
One out, base is empty. Next for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. Appeared as a pinch hitter yesterday, back in the lineup for this one. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. 2 down. Here's David Bell's lineup for the Cincinnati Reds. One guy they want to get turned around in the 6th spot, Tyler Stevenson.
Just wasn't able to get it going at the plate over the last month, where his batting average sat in the low 200s. That's not what you expect from him, but I've heard he's been putting in some work, and when you do that kind of work in the cage, it's eventually going to translate onto the field. He just needs some luck.
Now batting Jamer Candelario. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
1 run across in the frame so far here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Next offering is downstairs.
1-1.
Two outs. Out to short. Win. The throw to first. And that is that. One for the Reds on the homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Top of the 2nd, here's Nolan Gorman. Williamson back to work. Chopper right side. And a quick out, number 1. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
And there's a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Boom, one of our favorites. Jerry Hillsdale umpiring behind home plate in this one. Pretty much by the book with his strike zone.
And because he's so by the book, you'll sometimes see pitchers questioning him. They'll make a good pitch on the edge of the zone, want the strike, and not get the call. But most of the time, Jerry gets it right. He's a good one. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. His 18th home run of the season, and we're all square. It's 1-1.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Nolan Arenado in the box now. No balls and a strike. Tied up here in the early going. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
One gone, runner at first. Mason Wynn now at the plate. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. See you later. It's their second home run of the inning, and the Cardinals have the lead now. It's 3-1. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
Let's take another look at it, but this time with the help of StatCast.
Well, this one wasn't hit that high, but when you can launch it at 111 miles per hour off the bat and get some backspin, it'll carry enough to get out of here.
Now up for St. Louis, Pete Crow Armstrong.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Right through there for a strike. Foul ball there. Left-hand batter waits. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Jordan Montgomery stands in now and watches strike one. Already 3 runs across in the frame here at the top of the second. Strike 2. 0-2. Now a fly ball to right center. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Bottom half of inning number 2. In now for the Reds, Ryan Noda. And a pitch. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
And the 0-2. The punch out there. 1 away.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Tyler Stevenson. Grounder off the pitcher. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the lefty. Hope he's all right. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
So, man aboard. Here's Tony Kemp. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. That one catches the zone, and that is strike 1.
Not sure exactly what he was thinking there. Good sinker ball pitcher goes with the fastball in a double play situation when he needs something on the ground.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Contreras hauls it in, 2 away.
Batting 8, the right fielder.
Now here is Stuart Fairchild. Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
So here's the Reds pitcher, Brandon Williamson.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
That's in there. That's strike one. Stevenson, the lead runner at second. Fairchild on at first with two down. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last two pitches were well executed.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a ball popped up on the move. He's got it, and that's the inning. Reds strand a couple. Score holds. It's 3-1. The third inning, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Paul Goldschmidt.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Friedel makes the grab, one pitch and one out.
He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. He hit into a double play his first time up. There's a swing and a drive. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a two-bagger. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
And the 0-1. And strike two.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now here is Nolan Gorman. Friedel balls it in to end the inning. So one left for the Cardinals, and the score stays 3-1. Set for the bottom of the third at the plate. TJ Friedel. The pitch. Clips the corner. That's strike one.
0-1.
Now that's smacked to right center. Donovan makes the grab, one down. Now the number 2 hitter, Spencer Steer. He's already homered here in this one. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
And a pitch. And that one missing low. The Cards up by 2 here in the last half of the third. Fastball for a strike.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
And now it's even up.
2-2.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Yeah, the batter now, Matt McLean. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Two down, nobody on. Strike on the inside corner. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. And a big swing and a miss.
2-2.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Now here is Jeimer Candelario. And that one clips the corner. McLean leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Just
that's the ball.
missed. And that's a strikeout looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. So one hit is all they get. On to inning number 4. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Reds 1. Start of the 4th, leading off, Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras.
And here it comes. Contreras goes 6'1", 225 pounds, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. The lefty fires. And it's fouled away. The pitch. Just missing there. And it's 2-2. Ripped to short. Kemp gets it to first. It's the catcher by a step. You gotta be kidding me. Did you see that throw?
Not really, Boog. I mean, it happened in the blink of an eye, it seemed, but thankfully StatCast is here to help us out. I mean, you don't see many throws across the infield that get up into the 90s, so he really reached back for that one, and he had to get the out.
Candelario on to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Now batting.
And up next for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. He's already homered in this game. There's a strike.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
That one ripped. And that gets down into the gap. Wynn into second, and he's got a double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be.
He gets the intentional walk here, and now a force at any base with 2 gone. So 2 down. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jordan Montgomery. He's 0 for 1. And he can't come up with it. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Reds 1. Back here in Cincinnati, bottom 4, and here's the first baseman, Ryan Noda. Here comes a pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
There's a swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Kicks and fires. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Now the catcher up to hit, Tyler Stevenson. Reached on an infield single his first time. Just missed. One down, base is empty. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
Here's a 1-1. Swings through that.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 down.
Now batting,
Tony Kemp, the next to hit for the Reds. He popped out his first time. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Two outs. Gets a piece and stays alive. Line drive, makes the play, and it's out number 3. Reds go down quietly, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning, and here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Paul Goldschmidt. Fastball for a strike.
You know, these Cards doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Hauls it in for the out. One up, one down.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. 1 for 2. Swung on, bolted. That one back there. Back gone. He flexes his power with that swing. Home run number 15 on the year. And they add to the lead. It's 4-1.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Base is empty, 1 away. Demetrius Lewis will hit next. That's in there. It's 0-1. One out, base is empty. Base knock, center field.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And now it's going to be Nolan Gorman.
That's a ball.
And that's outside.
1 ball, no strikes.
Step off, throw to first.
Oh,
Lewis dives back in safely. The 1-0.
2-0.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. TJ Antone appears to be getting loose. Pagan warming up as well. 2-0 to count. Here it comes.
That's in.
Inside, just missed.
Well, they gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
Here's a 3-0. That one ripped left field, way back there. And it hits the fence. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. The relay throw. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Brandon Williamson won't go any further, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. New pitcher for the Reds, TJ Antone.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Right through there for a strike. The 0-1 and a little foul ball down that third baseline. Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. Around third, one run across.
Well done, drives in the run. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field, so that definitely felt good.
So one out with two aboard. Here's Nolan Arenado. Swing and a miss. Going one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Two on, one out. Just off the outside edge. And the count is 1-1. And that's in there at the knees.
That front-door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing play.
Right-handed reliever. Fly ball down the line. And a superb diving catch. Runner tags for home. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. Back here at Great American Ballpark, John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5. Stuart Fairchild. As the lefty gets to work. And he drops it down the third baseline. And it goes just foul. This one popped up. Arenado under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
David Bell bringing on a pinch hitter. Luke Maile looking to start something with one gone. Bounce to the left side. Win. Slings to first. Home after the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
The center fielder.
So the lineup flips over. TJ Friedel digs in now.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
And that one a little below the knees. And now 2-0. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. That one out to right. Drifts towards it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Nothing across here this half. 5 innings complete. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Reds. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Emilio Pagan.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
That one hammered center field. Back there. And that one is off the batter's eye. Wow, out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 6-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Nobody on, nobody out, and we're the top half of the sixth. And that one fouled off. Just misses. Ball one. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Connor Overton loosening up for manager David Bell. Sims also throwing. Ground ball to the right side. Steps on first for the out. Next to hit, Jordan Montgomery.
Jordan Montgomery.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Swings and misses. 0-2 now. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in game one of this three-game set. Righty delivers. He goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And that is gone. Second home run of the inning for them. And they add on. It's 7-1. That's their fifth homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And now the center fielder, Brendan Donovan. This one smoked on its way out of here. A massive home run. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they tack one on the board. It's 8-1. Singing, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat.
Lucas Sims takes over on the mound.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Lewis in the box with two gone and takes a look at a called strike. And the right-hander deals. No question about this one. It's out of here. That was blasted to the moon. And they add a run. It's 9-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. A pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not. But I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
So 2 away with nobody on. Nolan Gorman getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Two outs. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. A gigantic blast. His 18th home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 10-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Two outs, nobody on. Wilson Contreras next up for the Cardinals. On the ground, and that's just foul. Two down, nobody on. Just missed. So now 1-2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Bounce to third. Candelario throws across the diamond, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But they tack on 5 runs. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Redbirds 10 and the Reds 1. Bottom of the inning, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Next offering is down low. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one down.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Hard ground ball. Base down. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Jeimer Candelario. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. McLean, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And he deals. That's outside. And that's ball one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a 1-2. Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Now batting. The first
Ryan Noda, the next to hit for the Reds. His splits between April and May there. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Next offering is fouled back. The Reds with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. And down on strikes he goes. Inning over. So one left for Cincinnati. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Ian Gibaut.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Here's Nolan Arenado. The wide to kick the pitch. Out to center. Friedel has this one sized up. Puts it away for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Nice curveball for a strike.
It's 0-1.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-2. Got it by him for the pay.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double. And now the pitcher, Jordan Montgomery. Hit hard, base hit. Coming home. Now a long throw home. Safe. Go ahead, Singy, say it. Helps his cause.
Helps his cause. Get that guy a jacket. He might be standing out there for a little while.
So the batting order turns over. And now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Line drive, base hit down the line. Montgomery around second, headed for third. The relay, not going to get him. He's in there. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So 2 on with 2 away. Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate, and it's 13-1.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So they turn things over to the righty, Fernando Cruz.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Demetrius Lewis. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. The throw in, but it's offline. And the lead continues to grow. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Nolan Gorman next up for the Cardinals. And first offering is fouled off. Man at second. Right side. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So it's 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning stretch time. St. Louis out in front, 14-1. And we're back. And here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Tyler Stevenson.
New pitcher for the Cardinals, Andrew Bellotti.
Oh, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
The pitch. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. Bellotti in his 3rd season, 32 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. And a foul ball. Righty to the plate. And down on strikes. And 1 gone.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Fought off foul. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-1.
The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The Redbirds up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And the righty deals. Can't grab it cleanly. Throw to first. Gets him. Good job to stay with it there for the second out.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
2 outs, base is empty. Next for Cincinnati, Stuart Fairchild. There's a strike. And a pitch. Strike 2. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that's a base hit.
Up next for Cincinnati, the pitcher.
David Bell bringing on a pinch hitter. Will Benson, the runner on first with 2 gone for him. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Fairchild off of first with 2 away. He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that is that. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Alexis Diaz. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. The pitch. Contreras leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Late with the swing there.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The 0-2. Out towards right center field. Fairchild under this one. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, third baseman.
And up next for St. Louis, Nolan Arenado. Slice down the right side. Diaz, an all-star a season ago. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a 2-seamer. 0-1. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got him swinging.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
Here's a rocket out to left. Makes the catch, inning over. Bottom of the 8th. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, T.J. Friedl. Bellotti back to work. There's the strike. On the ground to the left. Win. On to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Now it's going to be Spencer Steer. The 1-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
And a pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The Cardinals up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And now, Matt McClain on the ground to first. Takes it himself. What a play. Inning over. We go to the 9th. Now up for St. Louis, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Pete Crow Armstrong.
And a pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Left-hand hitter waits. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. He'll touch them all. It's 15-1.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
That's a base hit.
Waste no time there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And that hits off the base. The throw to third. And he's out. But he's in there easily.
As a base runner right there, you're making the call yourself. This ball is clearly in front of you, and you've got to know for sure if you're going to be able to make it safely to third. That time he was wrong, as a really nice throw came into third.
Donovan, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 17-1. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
So 1 out, nobody on. Demetrius Lewis now at the plate. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. One down, base is empty. And that one pulled foul. And here it comes. The punch out there. That's the 2nd out.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across here at the top of the 9th. Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first, and that's the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. Back here in Cincinnati, and now Jamer Candelario. And a pitch. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. The pitch.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Noda, batting with one down, takes a strike.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Swing and a broken bat flare. Whips it to first on the run. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, as a hitter, it can be kind of tough. You get a hard-throwing reliever that comes in the ball game. You don't know exactly what his pitches are doing, and that clearly blew him up on the hands, sawed off that bat. Tell you what, the bat companies, they're pretty happy when guys like this come in out of the bullpen.
Stevenson in the box now. No balls and a strike. They're down to their final strike.
0-2.
The Reds down to their final strike. The Reds with a lot of ground to make up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Next pitch is outside. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Another day, another win. I really think this team has forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shelby. Thanks for joining us.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 18